This is Matthew Cratter from Bitcoin University. Today I wanted to talk about why everyone, and I mean everyone, is pro-Bitcoin. Governments tell you that Bitcoin is risky garbage, but the big governments in the world sure do own a lot of Bitcoin for some strange reason. If we look at this website, bitcointreasuries.net, we can see that the US, UK, Germany, Ukraine, El Salvador all own quite significant amounts of Bitcoin. The US government has in the past been auctioning off this Bitcoin, but at a certain point, they may stop doing that and they may even start trying to confiscate people's Bitcoin. So governments want Bitcoin, shitcoin scammers and altcoin promoters pretend to hate Bitcoin. They claim that their crypto is better because Bitcoin is old tech or too slow or bad for the environment, blah, blah, blah. But what do these same scammers do with their ill-gotten gains? They put those gains into Bitcoin. This is what the private company Block.one did. They issued this scammy token, EOS, and they took the proceeds and they put it all into Bitcoin. This is how EOS has performed ever since they did that. This is EOS against Bitcoin. As the chart moves down, you can see Bitcoin strengthening against EOS and EOS losing value. And now Block.one owns 164,000 Bitcoin, and all the idiots who gave them money by buying their token are out of luck. So everyone, even the scammers, want your Bitcoin. Crypto traders love Bitcoin too. They're quote unquote trading alts in order to get more Bitcoin. It's a really dumb idea, as I've talked about in this video. There are a lot of things that can go wrong that you may not have thought about, and there are a lot of opportunity costs as well. So I'll link to this video in the description notes below. It's a dumb idea to trade alts for more Bitcoin, but I think the bigger point here is that Bitcoin is always the aspirational good. What no one ever said ever is, I'm trading alts to get more ETH. I'm trading alts to get more XRP. I'm trading alts to get more HEX. No one ever said these things. Even Bitcoin's staunchest enemies end up coming around and eventually buying Bitcoin. We had Larry Fink back in 2017 calling Bitcoin an index of money laundering and saying he wasn't interested in it. Today, BlackRock is on track to end up with the biggest spot Bitcoin ETF in the world. So from index of money laundering to official ETF. It's interesting how that can happen. Even drug dealers want your BTC. They don't want to hold alts like Monero. Instead, what they do is they convert any Monero that they receive, maybe on the dark web, to Bitcoin in order to pay their suppliers or protect their purchasing power. Even the Monero community itself recommends Bitcoin, but the reverse is not true. The Bitcoin community never recommends Monero. Here's Monero Australia in this tweet saying, dang, if only it were also anti-surveillance technology, but not to worry, you can hold Bitcoin and spend Monero. Obviously a very bad idea as well. You leak a lot of privacy going back and forth, and I'll link a couple of videos below where I talk about this. This is what happens to you if you hold Monero instead of Bitcoin, and this is why I've called Monero a hot potato in previous videos. It's important to remember that Bitcoin is not a community. It's not something that you have to believe in or accept or legalize or make legal tender in order for it to work. What Bitcoin is cold, hard cash that everyone wants a piece of it, even its enemies, because it cannot be censored or inflated away, and it's becoming increasingly valuable. Bitcoin is the digital gold that bankers, governments, pirates, regular people, and weirdos are trying to get their hands on. And the sooner you wake up to this fact, the sooner you can stop listening to those same groups telling you why you shouldn't buy Bitcoin, even while they themselves are buying it. And the sooner you listen to this, the sooner you can position your family to benefit from Bitcoin as everyone else is benefiting from Bitcoin. Everyone who opposes King Bitcoin will eventually bend the knee. Even Larry Fink had to bend the knee. The US government will bend the knee itself and accumulate a lot of Bitcoin at some point, or steal a lot of Bitcoin at some point. Everyone who opposes King Bitcoin will eventually bend the knee, or they'll just die looking like a fool like Charlie Munger did, or they'll get taken out of the economic game completely by the stupidity of their choices. Instead of holding Bitcoin, holding crypto like EOS, while the EOS founders end up with their Bitcoin, holding crypto, bonds, fiat, stocks, real estate, everything else that's depreciating versus Bitcoin. Got any Bitcoin? I hope so at this point, because remember, there is no second best. There's just Bitcoin, the apex predator, not just of all money, but of all assets, and it will continue to eat the world as it has been doing for the past 15 years. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe and like buttons. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.